All right, so today, find your downward dog. So working with the theme of getting unstuck, right? So just creating a little bit more space, more freedom in the body, in the mind, and allowing the energy to just move freely. So as you come to downward dog, just start to paddle your feet. And you can even spend more time on one side, so you can bend your knees. So bend your right knee, let your left heel release towards the floor, and then make sure you're rooting down through the hands. So press your palms, spread your fingers nice and wide, and then switch sides. Then bring awareness to the other side, to the other leg. Take a moment here. Breathe deeply into the back body. And then if you want to move a little bit faster and just paddle the feet, if that feels nice, you can start to do that. Or maybe even adding a little bit more as you rotate the toes to one side, finding that side stretch, and then turn the toes to the other direction. Start to breathe into the side body a little bit more. And then come back to a neutral spine. You're gonna inhale, shift forward into a tabletop. So as you come to your tabletop, stack the shoulders over wrists, knees under hips, and start to move through cat and cow here right away. So today is about being fluid. So you don't overthink. That doesn't mean we're moving fast, but we're moving mindfully with the breath, but trying to be a little bit more fluid, not worrying so much what the shape looks like, but more what the shape feels like today. Maybe start to explore a little bit more and start to sway the hips from side to side. You can even press back into child's pose as you exhale, and then you can inhale, shift forward to cow pose. Exhale, round the spine, press back, child's pose. So take a couple more rounds here. And remember, guys, it's really about listening to your body, right? This is an all levels class. Our breaths are different, our bodies, our limitations. Good, and then find that neutral spine as you exhale. Curl the toes under, hover the knees just a couple inches off the mat. So keep that tabletop with your spine, hover the knees. Feel those quads engaging, that belly waking up here. And then press back to downward dog. Breathe, start to deepen the breath as you inhale and exhale through the nose. One more time, inhale, shift to that floating tabletop. So we are gonna tap from head to toe today, core, hamstrings, shoulders, all that good stuff. And press back to downward dog. Final one. Inhale, move with your breath. See if you can hold 2 to 3 breaths here. Keep pressing through the palms. Avoid sinking into the shoulders. Relax your jaw, your face. And then press back to downward dog. Start to make your way towards the top of your mat. You can cross the legs, or you can just take baby steps. Once you get there, just take a moment here. I want you to grab your elbows with opposite hands. Just take a moment here. Sway a little bit from side to side. Shake your head yes and no. Just run a quick scan through the body. And then find stillness here. Take a big breath in. Open mouth, exhale. One more time. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale. Bend your knees generously here. Pull the belly in. Roll your spine to stand. Shrug the shoulders towards your ears. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale. Let the shoulders drop. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, release. Sweep the arms. Press the hips slightly forward. So it's a gentle baby back bend here. And then lace the fingers behind your back. Loop those shoulders back and down. Inhale. Exhale. Just fold. Rinse the shoulders away from your ears, from your spine, and away from your ears. Notice if you start to shift the weight too much into the heels. See if you can distribute the weight through all four corners of your feet. Now release your hands to the floor. Keep your left hand under your face. You can be on your fingertips, palm flat, or even a block. Bend your left knee. Reach your right arm to the sky. Make sure your head is not hanging here. Keep that neck nice and long. Raise that right arm and now breathe into the outer leg, the outer glute, the hamstring. Peel the chest open, final breath. And then slowly release. Switch sides. Take your right hand to the floor. Raise your left arm to the sky. So the tendency here will be for that right shoulder to creep up towards the ear. Relax your shoulder down on your back. Take one more inhale. Stay for your exhale. Breathe in and slowly release. Press your hands on your shins. Inhale, lift halfway. Plant your hands, step back to plank. Hold here. Your knees can come to the floor. Watch so your hips are not too high. Try to keep the hips about shoulder height, friends. Press through the palms. Inhale, roll towards the tippy toes and lower down to the ground. Untuck your toes. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, release. Find downward dog, whether you want to come to knees, child's pose first, or just press to the top of a push-up. Breathe here. One more. Remember that every time you come to your downward dog, take the opportunity to ground yourself, to reconnect to breath, to intention. Bend your knees, look forward. Travel to the top of your mat, whether you want to walk, step, or jump. Inhale, lengthen flat back. Exhale, fold. Press through the feet. Inhale, rise with the flat back. Palms touch. Inhale, press those hips forward. And then lace the fingers behind your back. So we've been here before. This is familiar to you. Inhale, puff the chest. Exhale, fold. Find something new. Find a little bit more sensation. Remember, today is about letting go of resistance, right? It's about opening up yourself to new possibilities, new sensations. Keep your bind, bend your left knee, open your chest to the right. Keep breathing in and out through the nose. Relax your neck, relax your face. Come back to center slowly and switch sides. Bend your right knee, extend through your left leg. Watch so the weight is not all the way on the heels. And slowly release. Step back to plank. Inhale at the top of your push-up. As you exhale, lower down. Take a back bend of your choice. You can perhaps take different variations each time. You can do cobra, upward dog. You can do sphinx, spider, cobra. Today, try to do different things. We meet in downward dog. You're gonna raise your left leg to the sky. Take your knee to your left elbow. Pull that belly in, shoulders come forward. Inhale, stretch, get long. Exhale, twist, knee to your right elbow. Inhale, lift. Exhale, knee to nose. Plant your foot. Now, stay on the ball of your back foot. If you need, your knee can come to the ground. Raise your left arm. Peel your chest open. One more breath here. Keep that back leg strong. And now slowly frame your foot. So we're gonna do a little bit of dynamic movement here now. So we're gonna go into Pounce Pose. So you're gonna extend your leg, left leg. The right shin comes parallel to the floor. Curl the toes. Inhale back into that lunge. Exhale, press back. Move at your own pace with your breath. Do this 2 more times. So you're getting into the hip and into the back of your leg. So a little bit of dynamic movement here. On your last one, hold it for 1 more breath. Let that right quad fire up a little bit. Good, and then slowly find 2 straight legs. You may need to hop your right foot a couple inches forward. Your right heel doesn't have to touch the floor, friends. You're gonna also get a nice stretch into your calf here if your knee is your heel is not touching the floor. Lengthen the spine a little bit more here. Breathe, square off the hips, relax the shoulders. Now turn all 10 toes towards the long side of your sticky mat. Take an inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Option to stay here in stillness, or you can slowly start to add movement. Bend one knee, extend the other leg, and then do that on both sides. Just getting a little bit more into the hips. Don't overthink, just feel the pose. Notice what the body is telling you today. Just cultivate that awareness. A little goes a long way. Stay with me. Good, and then slowly come back to center here. Take an inhale, lift, flat back. As you exhale, you're gonna take your left hand to your right shin, your right hand to your left shin. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, pull into the legs and fold. So it looks like you're gonna get stuck here in this pose, but you're not. So as you pull into your legs, you're bending your elbows a little bit. Fold, maybe shake your head yes and no. And then release your hands to the floor. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, walk your hands towards the right foot. So now you should be facing the other side of your mat. So your left hand is going to stay on the ground. Raise your right arm to the sky. Take that twist first. Breathe here. And then slowly frame your right foot. We're gonna add that movement again. So you're gonna extend your right leg, bend your left knee. Inhale back into your lunge. Exhale, press back. 2 more. Final one. Extend your front leg, hold it here. Curl those toes, lots of energy through that front foot. Spine is long, breathe here. And then slowly find 2 straight legs, pyramid pose. Use your inhales to lengthen, to create space, your exhales to soften a bit more. Notice where you need your breath to go at this moment. Just one more breath here. Rebend your knee. You're going to step back to plank, hold. You can do this on your knees as well, friends. We're going to do a little bit more core work before we flow. So find stability here. Now you can raise your left leg just a couple inches. You can raise your right hand and switch. So we're going to do this 2 times on each side. So you can do on your knees as well, or you can just raise your leg. Final one. And roll to your toes, lower down. Take a new back bend this time. We meet in downward dog. Take 3 mindful breaths here. Find stillness, reset. One more breath. Raise your left leg to the sky. Draw your knee to your nose, round your upper back. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, squeeze. Final one, breathe in. And breathe out, plant your foot. Take your left leg to the sky, not left leg to the sky, left hand to the sky. One more breath here. Slowly, mindfully release. All right, we're gonna extend the left leg, so don't move your feet here. So you have really wide stance. Maybe you curl the front toes, just getting a little bit more into that hamstring. Press that right heel towards the ground. It doesn't have to touch the ground. Again, feel a little stretch here in the back of the right leg as well. Final breath. You're gonna rebend your left knee. Slowly rise for high lunge. See if you can contain your ribs here. Make sure they are not splitting out to the sides. You can bend your back knee as much as you need in order to not feel pressure in your low back. But keep bending that front knee. We're gonna add dynamic movement here. If your balance is not there for you today, you can just bring your back heel to the ground. Inhale, reach. Exhale, extend your arms back as you fold over that left leg. Inhale, up. Exhale. So you can exhale through the mouth. Inhale. Exhale. Final one. Inhale. Exhale. Hold it here. Tap into the power of the legs, the power of your breath. And then slowly take the hands to the floor. Straighten your front leg. Turn all 10 toes towards the long side of your mat. So again, option to just pause here in stillness. Maybe this time you go into a full Skandasana. Take 1 to 2 breaths here. And then switch sides. If you go into Skandasana, make sure your chest is nice and open. You can even use a block under the sit bone. If you're holding into the shape, see if you can switch sides now. 1 more breath here. Good, slowly find 2 straight legs once again. You're going to keep your right hand under the face. Reach your left arm to the sky. Square the hips, level the sacrum, and then switch sides. Reach the opposite arm up. Keep the spine long, reach the crown of the head forward, and slowly release. Breathe in, lengthen. Breathe out, walk your hands towards your right foot. Raise your right arm to the sky, twist, peel the chest open. Mindfully frame your foot, press your feet, inhale, rise. High lunge. We were just here on the other side, so find your pose right away. Find your balance, your focal point. Engage where is necessary, soften where you can. Breathe in and breathe out. Fold, reach your arms back. Inhale, exhale. Trust yourself. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Final one. Hold it here. Bend your knee another inch. Wake up those arms. Brighten the fingers. And then frame your foot. Step back to plank. Inhale at the top of your push-up. Exhale, move like you. Ask yourself what you need at this moment. We meet in downward dog. Take 3 breaths here. One more, friends. You're going to hold here in this downward dog. Walk your feet forward just a couple of inches. Make sure your hands are flat on the ground. Take an inhale. Exhale. Right hand comes to your shin or to your outer ankle. Make sure you're pressing your palm really nice and strong. If you can, start to slowly raise your right leg. Keep your hips facing down. Wake up your toes. Your leg is nice and straight. We're twisting and taking a little balancing pose here. One more breath. Slowly release. Take child's pose. Let go. Find stillness wherever you are, whether it's child's pose or downward dog. Breathe. One more breath. Come back to your downward dog if you're ready. So we're gonna go into the other side, but allow yourself to start fresh, brand new. Again, set up your strong foundation here, so it will be your right hand and your right foot on the ground. Take your left hand to your shin or your outer ankle. Tone that belly, friends. Claw those fingers on your mat and then slowly wake up that left leg. Hug muscle to bone. Try to keep your hip points facing the floor. Breathe, trust, stay focused. One more breath here. And slowly release. Child's pose. Thank yourself for your efforts. Maybe bring your arms by the sides of your body. Rock your head a little bit from side to side. And then if you're ready at your own time, come back to your downward dog. You're going to raise your left leg to the sky. Step your left foot forward. Plant your right heel. Inhale, rise, warrior one. Exhale, open, warrior two. So you may need to adjust your stance here. So you want to have heel to arch alignment. So left heel aligns with the arch of your right foot. Yeah, tone that back leg. So your right leg is very strong and your left knee, you're bending as much as you can in order to find that 90-degree angle. Relax the shoulders. Good, now inhale, reach your arms up, extend your left leg. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reach. Exhale, warrior two. Every time you go back to warrior two, go deeper. Inhale, exhale. Final one. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hold it here. Flip your left palm, reach up and back for peaceful warrior. Relax your right shoulder. Maybe wrap your right arm behind your back. Take a half bind. Again, make sure the head is not hanging. Keep your neck long. Bend your left knee another inch. Inhale, come back to your warrior two. Exhale, find rainbow warrior. So you're gonna bend your right knee, your left leg is extended. You can just extend your arms out, or you can come all the way down to Skandasana. If working with binds works for you as well, you can wrap your right arm in front of your shin, left arm comes behind your back, or you just open, reach your left arm up. Take one more breath here. Slowly release. Find two straight legs. Turn the big toe is lightly in, heel is lightly out. So now you're gonna take your right hand to your left shin. Raise your left arm to the sky, twist. Option to wrap your arm behind your back and your left fingertips comes towards your hip crease. Pull into your leg, bend your elbow to help you twist here. Keep folding, keep breathing, creating space. And slowly release, inhale. Stay for your exhale. Another breath in. As you exhale, take your left hand to your right shin. Raise your right arm. Maybe wrap your arm behind your back and bring your fingertips towards the hip crease. Keep pressing through the feet. One more breath. And mindfully release. Take your hands to your hips. Inhale to rise. Take an inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, you're gonna open warrior two, bending your right knee this time. So we just got into warrior two from a different pose. Take your moment here, take your time to fully arrive. Remember that your arms are also nice and strong here, but the shoulders are soft and easy. Inhale, reach up, extend your front leg, palms touch. Exhale to warrior two. Inhale, reach. Exhale, warrior two. Two more. Hold it here on this last one. Flip your right palm, reach up and back. Take peaceful warrior. And again, option to work on that half bind. Take your arm behind your back, fingers to your hip crease. Keep toning that belly. Your right heel is pressing firmly on the ground. Come back to warrior two, inhale. Exhale to rainbow warrior or Skandasana. So you're bending your left knee, right leg is straight, your toes are pointing up towards the ceiling. Maybe you come all the way down. Breathe here, use any arm variation. Yeah, if you wanna work on the bind or just raise your right arm to the sky. One more breath here, friends. Good, slowly start to release and just walk the hands towards your left foot, step back plank. Move like you know what to do. Take cobra or upward dog or any back bend. Find downward dog. Breathe here. Again, maybe work towards finding stillness or perhaps adding movement. If you need something a little bit more restorative, you come down to your knees into your child's pose. One more breath in. Stay for your exhale. Raise your left leg to the sky. Step your foot forward. Open to warrior two. And reverse your warrior. Reach up and back. Stay grounded here. Come back to your warrior two. Find rainbow warrior. So this time, don't go all the way down. Just bend your right knee, extend through the left leg, and now add your little pulses here. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Yes, you're gonna feel that glute, that quad burning just a little. Good, hold it here, pause. We're gonna move low to the ground, to the front of the mat. We're gonna go into Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. So come all the way down. Take your left hand to the floor or a block, and you're gonna raise your right leg about hip height. Make sure your left foot didn't turn in. Your toes are pointing straight forward. Once you get there, start to slowly Stack your right hip on top of the left. That standing leg is nice and strong. Breathe, keep your chest open. Maybe raise your right arm to the sky. One more breath here. Mindfully, slowly, gracefully come back to warrior two. And it's okay if it's not graceful at all today. I'm not very graceful today. And then slowly straighten your left leg. We're gonna turn the heels slightly in, the toes slightly out. Take your hands to your hips. Take a breath in. Exhale, sit nice and low, but this time you're gonna bring the hands to the floor in front of you. So you're pressing the sits bones back just to get a little bit more into the hips. One more breath. Let the chest release towards the floor, but keep lots of energy through the palms and through your arms. One final breath. Slowly walk your hands back, straighten the legs, feet are parallel. Take a breath in. Fold a little more as you exhale. Hands to your hips, press through your feet, flat back, rise, come all the way up. Inhale, sweep your arms. Exhale, open warrior two. So we're facing the other side now. Take another breath in here. Exhale, reverse your warrior, peaceful warrior. One more breath in. Exhale, rainbow warrior. Hold it here. And then pose, 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 pose. 3, 2, 1. Hold it here. Good. Really get a little deeper into the hip. I know my quad is burning. My glute is burning. Stay low to the ground. You're going to gaze towards your right foot. Make sure your toes are pointing forward and then raise your left leg. Your right hand is about a foot in front towards the pinky toe side. So you should roughly align your hand with your shoulder. And then slowly, if you feel nice and stable here, you start to gaze to the side. Stack your left hip on top of the right. Flex your toes, maybe raise your left arm to the sky. One more breath here. That standing leg is nice and strong. Breathe. Stay with me with one more breath. Mindfully, slowly come back to that warrior two. Inhale. Woo. Exhale, cartwheel your hands. Flow or just press back, downward dog. Come to your downward dog. Breathe here, check in with yourself. One more breath in and out through the nose. You're going to bend your knees, look forward, travel to the top of your mat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bow. One more time. Breathe in, lengthen. Breathe out, fold. Inhale to rise. Sweep your arms, palms touch. Hands to the heart center. All right, we're gonna work on that a little standing balancing pose. So there's two phases to this pose. So stay with me. I'm gonna mirror you guys. So your right foot stays on the floor. Lift your left heel off the ground. Stay nice and tall here. Now do a figure 4 first. Cross your left ankle on top of your right leg, above the knee. Now slowly start to bend your right knee, press your sits bones back. Wake up those toes. Your hands can come to the heart center, or you can just rest your hands on your shin. Keep your spine long. Notice the movement through the ankle and toes, trying to find stability here. Now start to soften through the shoulders a bit more, sit an inch lower. All right, we're gonna go into stop number 2, and you can always stay here. You're gonna take your right hand to your hip. You're gonna grab your peacemaking fingers, so your index and middle finger, hook the left big toe. Inhale, slowly rise. Maybe you stop here and just open your knee to the side, or you can extend your leg. Yeah, it's okay if your knee is bent here. You can use a wall for support. Or you can even extend your arm out to the side and then shift your gaze towards the right side. That's the full expression of the pose. Grow an inch taller, pull that belly in. Right hand comes back to your hip, left leg comes in front of you. Release that leg, hold, tap into the core, raise your arms. One more breath here, and release, shake it out. Good work, you guys, this is hard. Move, do a little dance, anything that you need to let go, shake it out here. All right, you know what's coming. We have the other side now, so it's no surprise to you. So again, be okay, you know, one side may be a little easier, a little stronger or not, flexible. Again, use your wall, a chair, whatever you need if you know that the balance is not there for you today. So hands to the hips, press your left foot firmly, just lift your right heel. So it's really important to create a strong foundation here, that standing leg. Now lift your knee about hip height, cross your ankle, find figure 4 first. Sit nice and low, press your sits bones back. Notice if you start to round your spine. Breathe. See if you can find peace and the sweetness of the pose, even though if it's challenging for you. All right, left hand comes to your hip, right hand, peacemaking fingers, grab the big toe, slowly come all the way up first. Pause here. Maybe open your knee just a little bit, maybe you can stay here, or if it feels good, you can extend your leg. Now watch so that right hip is not much higher than the left. Maybe extend your arm, gaze out to the side, stand tall, relax the shoulders. Hand comes back to hip, slowly bring the leg in front of you, release, raise your arms. Make sure you're not leaning back, tap into that core, very nice. And release, shake it out. Woo. Breathe. Thank yourself for your efforts, perhaps doing this pose for the very first time. So the idea, right, is not to get stuck in our heads like, oh, I can't do this, this is too hard for me. Well, if you don't try, you never know if it's gonna happen. Bring the hands to the heart center. Just bring your feet to touch for a moment. Close your eyes. Notice your breath, your thoughts, your energy, your balance. Thank yourself for showing up today. Stepping on your mat, taking the time just for yourself. All right, we're going to cool down. I'm really hot right now. So come to a seated position. If you have a little blanket or towel or block, you can sit on that. We're just gonna do a little bit more hip work. Believe it or not, it's really challenging to do the poses and cue at the same time. So you're going to bring your left shin parallel to the long side of your mat or the short side of your mat, depending on how your mat is set up, and then stack your right shin on top, and your ankle can come all the way on top of the knee. I have really tight hips, so see how my knee is poking up towards my ear? That just means my hip is tight. So this is a little bit too much. I'm gonna slide my foot towards my shin. So now flex your toes, sit nice and tall, and you may stay here or you can start to walk the hands forward. This pose is called Agony Savasana, fire log pose. So for those of you with tight hips, you may find out real soon why it's called fire log. You should feel sensation in your outer hips, in your low back. I actually feel this in a little bit in my hip joint, actually, a little compression. Take a couple more breaths here. See if you can soften. Just be present with sensation. And then slowly come up. We're going to just hug that left heel towards the sit bone and cross your right leg over. So we're going to twist here. If that bottom knee is bothering you, extend your leg. You can do that as well. But it's nice if you can keep both sit bones pressing on the ground and hug the knee in, because you're gonna feel into your hip a little bit as you twist. So raise your left arm, take your right hand to the floor behind you, grow tall, and then hook your elbow into the leg and twist. See if you can shift your gaze past that shoulder. Stay active through your twist. One more breath, grow a little taller. Slowly release, take a counter twist here. And slowly release. So we're gonna switch sides now. So the right shin is at the bottom. Left shin comes on top. Again, adjust as needed here. Just make sure you're not crossing the legs, they are stacked. Flex your toes. Press the sits bones evenly on the ground. Maybe stay here, or you can always add a little bit more and start to walk the hands in front of you. Hands can be shoulder width or a little bit wider. Two more breaths. Slowly start to walk the hands back. Hug your heel in, cross the top leg over. So roughly ankle to knee alignment. Sit tall. Left hand behind your back, right arm reaches up towards the sky, and then twist. Take 3 mindful breaths. Inhale, grow a little taller. Exhale, twist a little bit more. Final one, breathe in and breathe out. Slowly release, take that counter twist. And release. You can uncross the legs and maybe windshield wipe the legs a little bit. All right, we're gonna do, before we come down to our backs, just do a little bit of, so it's hamstrings as well, but also a little bit of balancing. So make sure you can even again sit on that blanket if that helps you to ground your sits bones here. So you're gonna lean back a little bit, and you may need to do one leg at a time, guys, and it's okay. But see, maybe try again, explore. You're gonna take your peacemaking fingers and bind your big toes. So you're gonna extend one leg. So maybe try just one leg first. And it's okay if your knee is bent. All I want you to guys to keep your spine long and not round. Maybe you grab the other big toe, extend both legs. Find your balance here. Breathe. Yeah. Pull that belly in, plug those shoulders, breathe into the back of the legs and the spine. One more breath. And release. Very nice. We're gonna fold here. So the same thing we were doing balancing, but now you don't have to worry about balancing. Rock those hips back. Soft bend on your knees. Inhale, sweep your arms. And exhale, fold. We're gonna take one final breath here. And then slowly release. Bring your legs to touch. Reach your arms in front of you. We're gonna come slowly down to our backs. Pull the belly in, inhale. Exhale, slowly come down. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reach your arms overhead. Opportunity here to work on the back bend. If you wish, you can take a bridge, you can take a restorative bridge, or you can go into full wheel if you're craving a deep back bend. For a bridge, feet hip width apart, parallel to each other. Make sure you can find your heels with your fingertips. Press your feet equally. Lift your hips, maybe walk the shoulders in, lace the fingers behind your back. Press those knuckles, your hands down on the floor, and the knuckles reach towards your heels. Keep your neck neutral. Lift your gaze. Maybe lift it a little higher. And then slowly release your upper back, mid-back, hips down to the ground. You can rock your legs from side to side. Any final pose that helps you to, soften a bit more before you find Shavasana, final relaxation. We've already done a couple twists, so you can always go there, or you can do something a little bit more restorative, like a happy baby, Or you can do recline, butterfly, bringing the soles of the feet to touch and just stay on your back. Or you can twist again. Just take 2 more breaths here. Hug your knees into the chest, wrap your forearms around the shins, forehead to knees, say something kind to yourself, squeeze everything tight, and then release, coming all the way down. Relax your legs and your arms, close your eyes. Take a lot of space on your mat. Give yourself permission to just find stillness and to receive the beautiful gifts of yoga. Start to deepen your breath, your awareness, as you breathe life back into fingers and toes. Whenever you feel ready, just find a comfortable seated position, whether you want to roll to one side or rock yourself to a seat. And then hands can rest on your knees, or you may join the hands at the heart center. Bow your head slightly, just taking a moment here to thank yourself for showing up today. Thank your body for being so capable and strong, for doing the work, which sometimes, it can be challenging, but it's necessary, right? To clear space in our minds, our bodies, to get rid of the cobwebs, to unstuck ourselves. Thank you so much for joining me on the mat today, sending infinite love and gratitude from my heart to yours. Namaste.